Hello, my name is Diana Garcia, and through this activity, I acquired the competence to be more analytical and empowered to make decisions. One of the things that I learned from this activity was to identify the different types of risks that may affect the operation of the company, and I relate this activity to the Management Skills Development Learning Unit, since it is very important to have a leader who can make decisions but at the same time knows how to have a good communication among the colleagues. And lastly, I relate this activity to all the values of the 1L, but above all, with the values of responsibility, honesty, and ethics, since these are mainly the most fundamental, especially in matters of operation and financial risk, since these are vital for the economic growth of the company. Thank you.
The skills acquired throughout the semester is analysis and interpretation of risk within real-life situations in companies listed on the stock exchange to generate awareness of that is what we see in the professional life. Learn that not all formats and producers that we see in classes are tied in the same way as a real company. In addition to that, not all companies share the same risk. These depend on the commercial activities of the organization. The project I can relate to the subject to administration of small and medium-sized enterprises, since not all manage a risk margin equal, much less the same systems to prevent those which concern to profitability of same. The value that I can relate this work is the ethics and the honesty to affirm what are the true risks and the information presented.
My name is Paola Martinez, and in this unit I acquired the knowledge about financial risk, teamwork, and identify these types of risk in companies, even investigating and analyzing the importance of them. I think it's important that companies can identify the risks that occur in finance, and in this company they try to solve them using security protocols. An example is that the risk in the production area also affect the product and the economy of the company. And I relate to other types of learning units such as managerial skills, and it is necessary to be able to have self-knowledge and develop professionally, so there is a work environment and a continuous flow of information between workers and the company. And the most important values that I relate are responsibility, honesty, and above all ethics when facing risks in companies, and these values in the workplace are important for a good leader.
At the end of this learning, I acquired the knowledge of searching, analyzing, and describing, always to interpreting the all topics that we say about the whole semester. I learned about the financial risks that the company goes throughout. Our company is a gas station, so they have a lot of financial risks, but one financial risk is important for is the credit of the card. So we say that this risk is very important for the company. I relate these activities to the subject habilidades directivas. So the habilidades directivas have a good foundation of view, manage skills so that they resolve the financial risks.
My name is Monse. My conclusion: in developing this integrated learning product, I argued the skill on problem analysis, control, commitment, and teamwork. What I learned is that I have to work on time and never give up, looking for a company that might be able to assist with this situation. In addition to how we can detect the different risks that might arise within or outside the organization. It is different in each company, because they are not assuming risk most of the time. I relate into quality management learning unit, so we have to detect the problems that my eyes in the organization and find the method printing system that I will to solve the problem and follow me work correctly and with quality, detecting and risks that affect the organization is far unnecessary for the administration to have the courage to take the turn and take responsibility for the decision or remark in the event of possible risk situation.
My name is Jimena, and my conclusion is that after finishing the interview for this final project, I acquired communication, analytical, and comparative skills. I learned that due to the company's line of business, there are operational risks very frequently regarding the loss or cloning of customer cards. I relate this activity to the learning unit called Context of the Profession because in the research, I became aware of the environment in which managers operate. I relate the activity of those dedicated to managing operational and financial risks with the values of responsibility, honesty, and commitment.
My name is Carmen del Rio, and my conclusion on this work and on the subject, which is the skill acquired, it was the analysis and interpretation of any type of risk that might arise within organization. The analysis capacity is very important because it affects of this we will know how to act. In addition to what I learned about the different types of risk that the company goes through, since the most common thing that could happen would be the theft or cloning of cards, and they are situations that really happen in companies even if we don't believe it. I relate this matter to the information systems matter because the company could implement a security system to avoid or reduce risk as appropriate, as well as with the values of responsibility and honesty, since that is a position of great importance and important decisions are made from it for the direction of the organization.
Hello, my name is Hector, and my conclusion is the following. With the end of the evidence is accurate analytic linking skills in the order to reason more about the risks than are operate in the company and the well as the teamwork skills. But the learning that is dependent on the company and which they have specific departments to deal with and the risks that might arise, where the company that we chose does it not use the same predators that we saw in class. I associate in the information system learning unit for the making decisions, and it helped risks and they have direct control. And finally, are related to the all values, but especially to responsibility, saying when the company declares risks, it must do so with the great responsibility and respect.